Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says the federal government will use the common sense strategy to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty. He stated this in Abuja on Friday when he chaired the inaugural meeting of the National Steering Committee of the National Poverty Reduction with Growth Strategy at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. The President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, and on June 22nd, 2021, inaugurated the committee tasked with driving the target of lifting 100 million Nigerians out of poverty in 10 years. Osinbajo spokesman Laolu Akonde, in a statement, said the vice president expressed optimism that the committee would achieve rapid progress. The vice president said plans to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty in 10 years will not be based on a business as usual approach, but a very simple common sense strategy that would deliver results. In order not to make this merely another of those high-sounding committees that eventually achieve nothing, we have to be very intentional about our objectives and how to achieve them. So you know that all those strategies you have been talking about, all those story here and there, it has not yielded to positive results. Can you imagine? He said, I really want us to approach this as much as possible, commonsensically, so that we are able to resolve all the issues and focus on the real progress. I want us to look beyond all what we are going to be doing. There's going to be a considerable amount of paperwork, but a lot of common sense is what grows economies. It is what other countries have done. So what are you waiting for? All this while, how many years do you have to go? Less than 2 years for you to go. Meanwhile, you have created more poverty, millions of people into this poverty cadre. And now, you know that all the story you've been telling us, they have not yielded positive results. Every day we are going to do this, we are going to do that, and not, and all to no avail. It's what other countries have done, not really reinventing the wheel. So I want us to focus on those commonsensical things so that we can actually move forward. Osinbajo was quoted as saying, he cited the example of Bangladesh when a poverty reduction strategy was also implemented, adding that the country's manufacturing sector was key. According to him, Bangladesh actually exports more garments than Nigeria exports oil. Countries that have managed to get out of poverty have created a lot of jobs through industries, and they have developed intentional strategies. We must look at what others have done, the smart thing that other people have done, and adopt. We really have to think smartly about how we are funding agriculture. I think we really need to take a deep dive because governments have made several efforts at poverty alleviation, but generally speaking, they have not yielded the sort of results they should yield. And I think it is because there is a lot of focus on documentation and paperwork and very few common sense approaches. He emphasized that it was a national strategy as opposed to a federal strategy, which was why the steering committee was made up of federal as well as state officials. Members of NSC in attendance included Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, who is also Nigeria Governors Forum Chairman, and Governor Babagana Zulum of Borno State, the Secretary of the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustapha, Minister of Agriculture, Muhammad Nanono, Industry, Trade and Investment, Niyi Adebayo, and Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, also attended the meeting. Meeting. Nothing will come out of it. Of course, they know that the ones they've been, the meeting and the approach and the strategy they've been deploying before, it has not yielded any fruitful results. So they have come again to deceive Nigerians, to rise the hope, to raise the hopes of Nigeria, which nothing will happen at the end of the day. They want to deploy new this, apply simple strategy. Okay. Hmm. And meanwhile, somebody is asking that who then are the committee, if not same people? You should be lying to yourself and deceiving Nigerians. A very big fairy tales by moonlight. Common sense strategy can't lift people out of poverty. You need to be aggressive with it. Ask the Chinese, they are specialists in eradicating poverty. I doubt you have anyone in your cabinet who the cognitive competence to do that. In a country of over 200 million people, common sense is the best our leaders could be using. Whatever is special in these people that made Nigerians to vote them into power shows Nigeria is the dumbest country on the planet Earth. Which of your common sense are we using? Is it yours or that of Buhari? If it is yours, we might be safe, but if it is that of Buhari, I'm afraid we are finished. Who caused this country should please reverse it. Oga, make una build infrastructures for citizens to work. Good roads, stable electricity, and you people should cut off your allowances for national development. They will be bringing a lot of strategies just to while away time. That is what they are doing. They have nothing to say common sense. That is what they want to depend on. No feasible thing in place. They said the one that they have done, it has not yielded any positive results. So anybody waiting for them on this will be joking. When sorry for the people that depends on this old age governments. Less than 625 days to go. Still counting. Mr. Common Sense. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. Which federal government abeg? Nigeria federal government no get any sense at all. Whenever, whether common or rare sense, abeg, no come deceive our unborn children. Those already breathing oxygen Nigeria know you already. The only sense remaining for the federal government is grazing routes for cow. Did you just say common sense? Have you forgotten that common sense is not always common? Less than 605 days. So we are only counting down. Pastor, professor, you and your government is a total failure. Our mamu don't do. Make una pack and go. Common sense, you people didn't even have all these years. Is it now that you want to use it to lift people out of their misery? You kept them, bah, it's all right. There is God, in everything we are doing.